What's up, everybody? Just want to do this quick video for you to give you tips on how to lose weight. Okay? I'm taking the lead on this one. First thing you need to do to lose weight, you need to figure out how many calories you can take in per day to maintain your current body weight. Okay? There's a link in the description box. It takes you to my website, and there's a little calculator posted on my website. And you put in your personal information, you know, your height, weight, your age, and it'll tell you how many calories you can take in per day to maintain your body weight. It's not an exact science, of course, but it's a very good place to start.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I want to let you know, not all calories are the same. You know, certain calories will make you burn more fat throughout the day. Certain calories will make you restore your fat. I mean, hold on to your fat.
Yeah. So once you figure out how many calories you can take in per day to maintain your weight, what you want to do is cut back on those calories. Let's say, for example, you go to my website, you put in your information, it tells you you can eat 2,000 calories a day to maintain your weight, right? What you want to do is cut back 300 to 500 calories off of that amount. So instead of getting the 2,000 calories a day to maintain your weight, drop it down to 1,500, okay? Over about a week's time, if you stick to that, you'll lose a pound, okay? Now, like my brother was saying, all calories are not created equal. You can't sit down and go ahead and say, okay, I'm going to only eat 1,500 calories a day. I'm going to eat 1,500 calories worth of freaking Oreo cookies. Depending on what you eat, some foods will make you gain fat. Some foods will help you burn fat.
Yeah, like protein is one of them. Meat will make you burn fat throughout the day.
Yeah, so each meal when you sit down and eat, you should have a lean source of protein, whether it be chicken, fish,
pork chops,
meatloaf, okay, but it's got to be a lean meat. And a lot of times meatloaf you put in like breadcrumbs and all that stuff. You can't put that in there, okay?
Yeah.
But you want to either grill it or bake it. It's okay to eat fried foods too, but most of the time you should want to grill it or bake your meat.
It's okay to fry it so long as you don't bread it, but use a good healthy fat like olive oil to prepare your meat.
Yeah.
You know? Now it's okay to fry your meat so long as you don't bread it and use a healthy fat like olive oil.
Yeah.
Okay. And when you use a lean meat, you're cutting back a lot of calories already.
Yeah.
Okay. So make sure the meat is lean.
Okay. And now the most important part of your meal, the carbs. Okay. Carbohydrates, they've caught a lot of flack in the last few years with all the fat diets, but carbohydrates is your body's primary energy source. Okay. When you go on a low carbohydrate diet, you're gonna quit the diet before you can even get into it.
And if you stick to it, you're gonna lose a lot of weight. I mean, it works, but let's think about this. When you cut out your carbs, you know, you're gonna be miserable.
Yeah.
You're gonna be grouchy.
Yeah.
Because your body's telling you, you know what, letting you know, say, hey, where's all my energy? You know, where's all this food that gives me energy every day? It's gonna make you cranky and miserable all day.
Yeah. So you want to get on something that's long term. You don't want to just lose weight for like a couple months and then it comes back on. So this is the most important part of your meal. Whatever you eat, your carbs in each meal, it should fit in the palm of your hand. Not both hands, not split off the side. Take one hand, and when you serve yourself, make sure it only fills up the palm of your hand. Now, your carb choices is very important, okay? You need to eat carbs that's slow digesting carbs. You can't eat white bread. You got to replace that with whole wheat bread. You can't eat white rice. You got to replace that with brown rice. Okay? You can't eat white potatoes. You got to replace that with sweet potatoes. If you just have to have a white potato, you just have to have some white rice, you just have to have that white bread, cut your portions in half.
Yeah.
Okay? It should fit in the palm of your hand. If you just got to have that one slice of white bread, just make it one slice. Don't make it two slices. And whenever you eat carbs, whether it's good carbs or bad carbs, you gotta have a lean source of protein. It slows down the digestion of that carb, so it won't make you store fat.
Yeah. So now this rule only applies to complex carbs like sweet potatoes, beans. If you want to have a green leafy vegetable, you can eat a ton of that stuff and it doesn't have virtually any carbs in it. And it's gonna it has a lot of fiber in it. It's gonna keep you full along. So if you want to put two hands of collard greens on that. You'll find green beans,
Yeah.
broccoli, cauliflower,
Yeah.
carrots, stuff like that.
You can
peppers.
eat
You can eat a ton of that stuff.
Yeah, it won't. You don't have to
It's
worry
not going to
about
make you fat. It's going to make you burn fat.
Yeah.
You know, the complex carbs too. It's going to make you burn fat.
And when it comes to snacking on stuff, stay away from all that stuff that you can buy for snacks, like cookies and all that stuff. You can't eat that. Instead of snacking on stuff like that,
go with fruit.
Go with a piece of fruit, a plum.
So, rule of thumb is you got to have a lean protein. Your complex carbs has got to fit in the small of your hand.
Palm of your hand.
If you want to eat other type of carbs like green leafy vegetables, you can eat a ton of that stuff and it's not going to make you gain weight. Okay, so you can have your green leafy vegetables with your complex carbs with your lean protein.
Yeah.
Now, keep in mind, whatever you're drinking, if it's got sugar and carbs, you got to count that as well.
Yeah. I recommend you don't drink anything that's got any sugar in it. The only thing you should drink every day, just plain water. I don't care if it's diet drinks. Don't drink that crap.
Yeah.
At the end of this video, there's an annotation that takes you to another video that we're going to put up that explains why. Okay? Yeah. Before I end this video, what you also need to do is keep track of each and everything you eat throughout the day. Okay? Add that shit up at the end of the day. And make sure you didn't go over your set amount of calories. Yeah. Okay? And because a lot of times you know, if you don't keep track of it, and then when you keep track of it, they're like, man, I ate so much today. Yeah. But keep track of your calories that way.
Yeah, and before I let you go, I want to add one other thing. With your complex carbs, the best complex carb that you can eat that's going to make you burn a whole bunch of fat and lose a whole bunch of weight is beans.
Yeah.
Beans is the best fat burner you can buy.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to eat that as a complex carb at every meal, it's going to keep you full a very, 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 very long time.
Yeah.